Check it out now.
What's up, everyone? This is Rob Yang, and I want to talk about detox diets. They are the trend right now in nutrition or functional medicine. Most people are doing these master cleanse, lemonade diet, or taking these supplements in powder form or herbal formulas, pills, whatever it is, and they're doing these detox diets. And I want to make sure that you understand and you are aware, be wary of these detox diets. And the main reason is because people have been living their lives a certain way for 10, 20, 30 years. So they've been eating whatever it's McDonald's or processed foods, too much sugar, too much coffee, too much alcohol, whatever it is, too much sugar. And then they want to do a detox plan for 10 or 30 days. Now, again, you accumulate toxins over a lifetime. Whether you're accumulating toxins from the water, because remember the water supply is full of things like xenoestrogens, even they're talking about high amounts of birth control pills, all these different toxins that we're accumulating from the environment. And if you're doing that for a lifetime and then you decide, oh, I want to go on a detox plan for the next 10 days or 30 days, you have to be very, very careful, because what ends up happening is that if you push detox way too fast, your body will be in a world of hurt. So most oftentimes people notice that their body is achy, their old injuries start coming back and they don't know what's going on. Their skin breaks out in odd places. Now, sometimes that happens in a detox plan and then people start getting better. But if you do not get better, that's a clear-cut sign that you should be not doing a detox plan or detox diet, because it's just overloading your system. And I think the best way I can explain that is talking about your liver, and how your liver you can think of as a filter of your body. So in our car we have an oil filter. So every 3,000 miles or so we go and we get our oil changed, and we get a filter change, an oil filter change in our car. Well, with our body, remember, we've only got one liver. You don't go to the doctor and get a liver change every 5 years or 10 years. So you've got one liver and you've got to take care of it. Now, if you go on these detox plans and you push detox too fast, what's going to end up happening is it's going to overload your liver. So it's like that old scene in I Love Lucy. I loved that show when I was a kid. And I remember this show where Lucy was working at a chocolate factory. And if you remember that, she gets chocolates and she's putting it in the boxes and closing up, and she's a factory worker. But then the conveyor belt starts going rapid rate and chocolates are spitting out like no other. And she's trying to deal with all the chocolate she's putting in her mouth. She's eating it. She's putting it in her shirt. She's putting it everywhere she can. And that is what's happening when you push detox too fast. The liver's like, dude, I don't know what to do anymore. So what ends up happening is the toxins start recirculating the body. So for example, if you look at mercury, if you release mercury too fast from whatever it's adipose tissue, from connective tissue, from your central nervous system, from your liver, kidney, and it's recirculating, Rashid Buttar, an expert on this, talks about how if you recirculate mercury like that and release it and not properly eliminate it, it's like allowing a lawnmower to go over your internal organs. Now, obviously, we don't want that in terms of a long-term process in terms of our health in the long run. So be careful with these detox plans, because it can really do a number on you. Now, two situations what I would recommend that you'd never do these detox plans is, one is if you have a compromised digestive system. So if you are constipated, meaning you do not have one bowel movement a day, 12 inches of a poopy policeman, brown banana, and if you do not have that good bowel movement once a day, then you are probably constipated. Or if you have diarrhea or going back and forth or rabbit poops, then you are not properly eliminating on a daily basis. If you are not properly eliminating, then what's going to happen is you are essentially causing auto intoxication. So because the fecal material is sitting in your system way too long, that's actually toxifying your system. And then if you try to push detox, well, the liver gets backed up, and then you're all in that syndrome of the chocolate factory of I Love Lucy, and that liver gets backed up and you're recirculating toxins. So that's one situation. I would never do a detox. Another one is if you are in a weakened state. So you have a weakened immune system where you're getting sick all the time. You're not getting better from a cold lasts you 10 days instead of 2 days or so. your body's achy and tired all the time, you've got major skin breakouts, you're fatigued, lethargy. If you go on a detox, those things will get worse. They will not get better, and then you'll be actually in a worsened state than when you first started. So those two situations, you want to be very, very careful not to start a detox plan. Now, some practical things in terms of detoxification that I want to talk about is most people don't realize is that detoxification is a lifelong process. We are constantly bombarded by toxins every day in our food supply and our environment. So if you are not properly detoxifying every day, you're going to run into some trouble. So one thing you always want to make sure you do is hydrate. So you got to drink half your body weight in ounces a day. That's one of the main ways your body detoxifies is through the urine as well as through stool. So you got to make sure you're hydrating properly on a daily basis. Second thing, when you look at the term detoxify in the Webster's Dictionary, it literally means to remove a poison or toxin. So if you are eating artificial sweeteners like aspartame, sucralose, you are taking in caffeine, you are taking in alcohol, you are eating lots of processed foods with preservatives, cured meats and things of that sort, well, just removing those things and switching to organic food and things like that are actually the way that you detoxify. So you can do that on a daily basis by just not eating those processed foods. Now, the third thing that you really must do if you're going to be detoxifying on a daily basis is switch to organic food. One reason is because organic food doesn't have any chemicals, pesticides, fungicides, all those chemicals that we get in conventionally raised vegetables and fruit. So that's one reason about organic food. Second is that most people don't realize is that per gram basis of organic food, tomatoes, banana, whether it's organic lettuce, you are getting more nutrients, vitamins, minerals to actually help support detoxification for the liver. So there you got three things that you can do on a daily basis to actually help you detoxify and detoxify for a lifetime. So guys, I want to thank you for listening again to me. And just remember, in order to feel well, you've got to eat well. So until next time, see ya.
Check it out now.